Hey there friends, this is me Vivek, and today I would like to show you my working space, that is the engine room of the ship. It's a very loud and noisy outside. As of now I'm in the control room, as you can see over here all around me. I'm in the control room right now, so I can speak very clearly over here. Outside I will not be able to speak so clearly. I'll try to shout out into the camera, but let's see what happens. I'll start from the beginning, start from the top floor, the top deck, and move downwards towards the bilges. So without further ado, let's start. Okay, as of now I am at the boiler platform right now. This is the boiler top, our composite boiler, which is also an economizer. So I'll show you around over here. A simple boiler used to raise steam. Not much, around 6 bar, which is enough for most of the engine room services. This you can see is the exhaust, and this is the place where we feed water and also take steam. Some safety valves, safety equipments over here. You can see. There is also a deck above here, but that's mostly of all the air vents and flaps. Nothing more to see over there. This you can see two motors. They drive the blowers for the IG, that is the inert gas generator. The panel for the blowers. And let's move down now. Just a view from here. You can see those tops, those are our auxiliary boilers. Yeah, so let's move down. Over here you'll see the scrubber tower of the inert gas generator. It's part of the cargo equipment. This is the boiler, the top, which you had seen on the above floor, and this is actually the burner and the control panel. Just getting a view for you guys. These are all the control equipment for water levels and blah blah blah, the chemical dosing tank. So again, this is the auxiliary boiler that I was talking about. We have two. One is over here, the other is over there. There it is. Okay, so let's move down again. Once again, the scrubber tower for the IG generator. The oxygen controller, the oxygen calibrator. And these are the auxiliary boilers I was talking about. These are huge boilers. They generate steam of around 16 kg. Valves and control equipment and lots of things, but as of now just understand it's a boiler, very big one. Control panel, control screen, similar one over here. Same. Then now we move down. Yeah, this is the exhaust gas economizer, which is also a part of the composite boiler. It is called a composite boiler because it can also generate steam from the exhaust gas of the main engine. This is where the exhaust gas from the main engine is coming. This gas, being very hot, can be used to raise steam up to 7 bar. Yeah, you can see the size of this auxiliary boilers now, very huge. most important control machinery of the ship, the steering gear, which maneuvers the rudder. Okay. So here are the steering gears. We have two of them. Steering gear number 1, number 2, and actually it's a hydraulic equipment which is used to turn the tiller. This tiller has a stalk going down which is connected to the rudder, which as this rams move will maneuver your rudder accordingly. So being a hydraulic equipment, it has got oil tanks over here, the brand of oil that we use, the makeup oil tank, same old. Steering gear room is also used as a storage for greases and oils and other materials. Another important piece of machinery you'll find in the steering gear is the emergency fire pump. Just in case of some incident, we cannot use the normal fire and GS pump. This is the one that we use. This is the emergency fire pump. These are the hydraulic, power packs you may say, for the mooring winches and deck machineries. So let's move again into the engine room. What you see over there is the control room where we had started this tour. And okay, these are all the tanks where we store our lubricating oils. Now this bulkhead is a part of a freshwater tank. You see, freshwater tank port. Okay, this piece of machinery, this is a fan, a post-draft fan for our auxiliary boilers. Well, each auxiliary boiler has one. So this is for the number 2 auxiliary boiler, and a similar one we have for number 1. Here is the number 1 auxiliary boiler and its fan. This tank that you see over here are part of a stern tube lube oil system. An important piece of Marpol machinery, the incinerator. This is the incinerator where we burn all the sludge and waste oil. These are the tanks that are dedicated to the sludge and waste oil. The hydrophores, fresh water and drinking water for freshwater services and drinking water services in the accommodation as well as in the engine room. Mineralizer for drinking water and domestic water. A sterilizer, very important. Calorifier for hot water. These are our AC compressors, that is the air conditioning compressors. System of valves for heating cargo, reducing cargo, steam pressure and all. These are our fridge compressors. The transformers, and not Autobots or Decepticons, but normal transformers. Cooling freshwater tanks. Wow. Okay, now I'll take you to our workshop where most of the time we do our maintenance jobs, mostly small ones. So let's see. Yeah. Woo. This is our workshop. You can see lathe machines, work table, other machines over here. Yeah, we also have an AC, but it doesn't work as of now. a bit quiet over here. So let's move on to the next deck down below. Woo! Let me show you our main engine from top. This is our main engine, 7S60MC, a MAN BMW model. 7S means 7 cylinders. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cylinders in line. 60 centimeters is the bore dia. Yeah, we have used this thing. Now, I'll take this around. This over here is a fresh water generator. Yeah, we generate fresh water from seawater using distillation process. Yes. And we create vacuum so as to lower the boiling point. It's full-time physics, you might remember. Preheater, jacket water pumps, central cooling pump, central coolers. The main engine, as you can see from here, this is our boiler feed tank, air bottles, air compressors, 4 of them, all under my authority. Same air control air dryer, main engine lube oil cooler, main engine lube oil filter, camshaft lube oil pump. Oh, it's getting noisy here because now we are at the generators. This is generator number 3 right now. As of now, generator number 2 is working. You can see it's very, very noisy. We have 3 generators. Number 1 over here. The generator lube oil daily tank. Oh, there's sewage treatment plant. No doubt. This is the vacuum toilet system, very important. Okay, now we are entering hell. This is the purifier room. There are 4 purifiers, all under my authority. There are lots of heaters over here, that's why it's very hot. You can see the auxiliary boiler fuel oil heaters, the pumps. Here are the main engine fuel oil heaters. These are the lube oil purifier heaters. Then we have the generator. Sorry, those are the main engine fuel oil heaters. These are the generator fuel oil heaters. And these are the HFO purifier heaters. Lots of pumps. Hence, very, very hot in this room. So let's move out. Now I'll take you around our main engine. Woo. This is our main engine. Each of this unit has 1 cylinder. 7 units. The turbocharger. Platform, you know. Yeah, we are just going below the cylinder head platform. This we call the maneuvering platform. In case of emergency, we can also control the main engine from here. You can see the maneuvering console. Procedures. All the parameters can be seen from here. This platform you can see. The camshaft, these are the scavenge doors. Yeah, if you know something about marine engines, you'll get an idea. The auxiliary blowers. bottom platform, you'll see a lot of pumps over here in the bottom platform. Most of them seawater pumps. All of these pumps that you see are seawater pumps. Well, except for those small pumps which are freshwater pumps. All of these are seawater pumps, each having its own function. This is our sea chest from where we suck the seawater into our engine room. Again, this is the main engine, bottom platform. These are the crankcase doors. This you can see. Everything we do is for this shaft to rotate. This is the intermediate shaft which goes through, and outside the seaside there is a propeller that rotates and propels the entire ship ahead. Okay, other pieces of machinery. Again, the main engine. Some pumps, again a sea chest on this side as well. Now we go to the cargo oil pump turbine deck. Okay, these are pumps for the auxiliary and composite boilers. The big ones are for the auxiliary boilers. Those small. And last but not the least, the control room. Back to control room, you can have a look at it. Most of the pumps, they can be started from here, but the main thing for the control room is the control console of the main engine, which is over here. And the generators. Yeah. The 3 generators can be started from here. Also, all other parameters can be checked through these screens. Yeah, we have an AC over here, so it's quite comfortable. But believe me, this AC is not for us, it's for these panels. Because believe me, if this AC is stopped, it gets very hot. These panels produce a lot of heat. So basically this is how a typical ship will look. I am in a tanker, working on a tanker with COP systems, but most of the machineries in almost all ships, may that be bulk carriers or chemical tankers or containers and all, will find the same layout. Of course, they don't have auxiliary boilers of 16 kg in bulk carriers and container ships, and even in chemical tankers they don't need that. But every tanker has a donkey boiler of 6K, and generally it's located as per the location that I had showed you, and it's all the same. So I hope you liked my video and enjoyed this tour. So see you next time.